Years ago today, Caesars Palace opened its doors on the Las Vegas Strip.
50 years here means the world. You know, 5 decades in Vegas is not normal for a hotel, and we've continued to reinvent ourselves and grow, and we're going to celebrate with a huge fireworks show tonight.
And to celebrate the milestone birthday, the resort, as he said, will host a party at the pool, complete with a massive cake. The hotel casino says tonight's fireworks will be even better than what we've seen for the 4th of July. Now, at the time, Caesars Palace was the very first themed mega resort. Half a century later, Caesars still an iconic property and the namesake for a vast casino empire. Among those who remember opening day is former casino executive and part owner of Caesars, who shared some memories and wild stories with the I-Team's George Knapp. He was not a mobster, but like thousands of other Las Vegans back then, he worked for him.
I go to the Caesars Palace, and I never asked the guy anything about money or nothing. It didn't matter because I know what kind of guy he is and who he's representing.
Veteran casino executive Maury Jaeger didn't need an organizational chart to understand who called the shots on the Las Vegas Strip in the 50s and 60s. Jaeger had worked in the mob-owned illegal casinos of Kentucky before moving in 1955 to deal cards at the new Riviera Hotel, then later opened the Stardust Hotel and became a pit boss, in part because he had a sharp eye and could spot cheaters, including employees.
They roughed up a few guys. You didn't get caught, you know. You don't want to get caught. And I remember one guy was cheating on the wheel. They had these big double doors to block the wind. The glass was that thick, and they put the guy's hand in there and closed it on it. Broke all his fingers. He never did come back again, you know.
Back then, nearly every casino on the Strip was financed in part by the Teamsters Union Pension Fund, loans which came with strings attached. Teamster boss Jimmy Hoffa took a liking to a fun-loving impresario named Jay Sarno.
He really was Las Vegas personified. Whatever you had, he would want more of it.
Sarno had the idea for a Roman-themed resort. His pal Hoffa okayed the loan, and Sarno spent so lavishly that experts predicted the hotel could never break even.
The entire hotel was about excess. You don't just go to dinner, you go to dinner and you have a wine goddess massaging your temples and peeling grapes and putting them in your mouth. I mean, everything has to be over the top. And people like that. And you know, at the time, people thought, oh, it's silly, it's cheesy, but people loved it. And I think they still do.
Sarno lived the part of Caesar, but he wasn't the boss. The real owners put their own guy in charge of the casino, Jerry Zarowitz, who wasn't officially on the books. Zarowitz recruited and hired Maury Jaeger while Caesars was still under construction, without saying what Maury's job would be.
I know what he used me for. I figured it out later. I sat in the office and guys come in and he interviewed him, this and that. He said, you know that guy? I said, yeah, I know of him. This guy? No, I don't know him. He used me to help filter out the guy.
Jaeger was a one-man security screener for the original Caesars workforce. He was respected and feared.
And I finally said to them, I'm going to be going to work on the Strip. And they said, are you kidding? How are you going to get there? I said, well, I'm just going to go to work, you know. And they said, I'll tell you what. You better not get this Maury Jaeger, because he is some kind of tough.
Former 21 dealer Howard Cohen was fired by Jaeger, but later was rehired, and the two are still friends. Maury recalls the day that the ostensible owner of Caesars, Jay Sarno, tried to exert influence on the casino floor and had a face-off with Jerry Zarowitz.
But Sarno was a little bolder than Jacobson, and he mouthed off to this Zarowitz guy. And Zarowitz drew a line like on the floor. He said, you see this line I'm drawing, this carpet, where the tar, if you ever cross over that, you're out. And he didn't. Sarno pulled up.
Sarno's ambitious vision, combined with the savvy of the casino operators, turned Caesars into an extravagant getaway and haven for high rollers, home to mega events and Hollywood-style glamour.
Rain Man? Yeah, this place is fun.
Caesars was a great place, a great place.
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
Maury Jaeger ended up owning a small percentage of Caesars. He still lives here in Las Vegas and might be the only casino executive to open 5 Strip resorts. Jaeger tells us a story about the night Frank Sinatra was told he would either perform on stage at Caesars or get thrown out a window. We have that as a web extra on LasVegasNow.com.
Oh, so fascinating. Well, next on the Valley's News.